Welcome to Sunday School Lesson at a Glance, a ministry of the Sunday School Publishing Board, where we focus on teaching, engaging, application, and learning for teachers and students.
Now I will share some teaching tips to use when teaching this week's lesson, October the 18th, entitled Meeting the Needs of Others. Again, our focus is on teaching, application, engagement, and learning. The focus for this month's teaching tips are on learning styles. Students learn and receive information in different ways. Not everyone learns in the same way. The differences or approaches in the way people learn are known as learning styles. To be effective in reaching and teaching and engaging all of our students, we must be knowledgeable of the different ways students learn and incorporate teaching methods and activities that address the various learning styles. Last week, we focused on the auditory learner. Auditory learners learn best through hearing and listening. They like to engage in class discussions and oral activities. This week, we're going to look at the kinesthetic learner. It is important for you, again, as a teacher, to know your learning style preferences. How do you learn best? As teachers, if we're not careful, we tend to teach in the modalities that are most comfortable to us. We can't limit how we teach by only teaching one way or to one modality. Knowing that we have different types of learners that we teach that learn in different ways, we must prepare our teaching to reach all of our students. Let's look at our kinesthetic learners. Kinesthetic learners learn best by doing and touching. These are your hands-on learners. They learn better when they are physically involved in what they are learning. Kinesthetic learners learn best when they can engage in hands-on learning activities, when they are actively participating in, for example, role play, skits, debates, demonstrations, or activities that involve movement. These teaching tips and others are presented in my book, Effective Teaching Practices for 21st Century Christian Educators, and can be purchased through the Sunday School Publishing Board. I'm now going to share engagement activities that you can use when teaching this week's lesson. And this activity can be a partner activity or a small group activity. Have students identify keywords that are in this week's lesson. And for example, words such as mercy, compassion, love, neighbor, stranger, kindness, and the list can go on. After identifying the words or making a list of the words, have the students write a sentence that summarizes a key point from the lesson using the words from the list that they identify. And after they have identified their words and then they write a sentence from those words, highlighting a key point from the lesson, have the students share their sentences with the class. This activity and all activities that you use should reinforce and teach the biblical truths of the lesson and contribute to the students being able to apply the biblical truths to everyday life. And teachers, be creative in how you use these different activities. Thank you for tuning in to Sunday School Lesson at a Glance. I hope these teaching tips are helpful to you as you prepare to teach and study God's Word. For additional information and resources, contact the Sunday School Publishing Board.
We invite you to join us each week as we take a glimpse into the Sunday School lesson. Subscribe now.